The GASB recently released guidance to provide users of financial statements with essential information about certain types of capital assets. GASB Statement 104, Disclosure of Certain Capital Assets, establishes requirements that certain types of capital assets are to be broken out separately in the note disclosures already required by Statement 34. Statement 104 also establishes criteria for capital assets held for sale and requires an additional disclosure related to those assets. The GASB decided to provide these new disclosure requirements because financial statement users indicated that they use information about these types of capital assets differently than they use information about other capital assets. The new guidance is designed to allow users to make better informed decisions about these assets and to evaluate accountability.
Recent GASB pronouncements, like Statement 87 on leases and Statement 96 on subscription-based information technology arrangements, created new types of capital assets described as right-to-use assets. In light of the recognition of those new types of assets, the board decided to consider whether existing disclosure guidance for capital assets should be more prescriptive.
The statement specifies 4 types of capital assets that are to be separately disclosed in the capital asset note disclosure currently required by Statement 34. Lease assets reported under Statement 87 by major class of underlying asset. Intangible right-to-use assets recognized by an operator in a P3 arrangement under Statement 94 by major class of underlying asset. Subscription assets reported under Statement 96, and intangible assets other than those listed above by major class of asset. Intangible assets that represent the right to use a type of underlying asset should not be disclosed in the same major class as any owned assets of that type.
Statement 104 also provides requirements for capital assets held for sale. A capital asset is held for sale if A, the government has decided to pursue the sale of the asset, and B, it is probable that the sale will be finalized within 1 year of the financial statement date. A government would disclose the historical cost and accumulated depreciation of capital assets held for sale by major class of asset. A government would also disclose the carrying amount of any debt for which the capital assets held for sale are pledged as collateral.
It is important to note a capital asset held for sale should continue to be reported within the appropriate major class. The held for sale disclosure is an additional disclosure and doesn't change how the asset is reported and disclosed. Unlike guidance of some standard setters, Statement 104 does not require any changes to depreciation. In this case, the GASB decided that measurement was outside the scope of this project.
Statement 104 is effective for fiscal years beginning after June 15th of 2025 and all reporting periods thereafter. Earlier application is encouraged. GASB Statement 104 is available on the GASB website at gasb.org.